back to another episode of the Blended Bias. I am Nita.
And I am Tony.
And we are here for another episode. We want to thank everyone for supporting us, subscribing to our channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's well appreciated. If you have not subscribed to our channel as of yet, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you more and more videos and continue to encourage, empower, and uplift others as we go through our own journey. So today we are gonna jump back into the Q&A, how to be happy after heartbreak, and this is part 3. So if you have not watched part 1 and part 2, please go back and watch those videos so you can catch up and get the full 3-part episode series. So to start part 3, basically, you've now reached a point where you're ready for a relationship. And so once you have met someone that they meet all your requirements, they're checking all the boxes, and you feel comfortable with this person, now there's still a little more work to do. You have to do your homework. In this day and time, you can never be too careful, especially if you have children that you're going to be bringing into this relationship. You want to make sure that the person you're bringing around your children are safe. You know, you're with them and you think they're safe and they act fine with you, but that doesn't mean they're safe to be around children. So even in these days and times, you pretty much need to do a background check, you know, criminal check, credit check, everything. Check it all.
Yeah, I know the folks who are in Kenya, they don't know about this criminal background check. In America, there's a system whereby you can go and check somebody's history. So you don't want to bring baggages to yourself, because once you marry a person, you accept them with their fault. You
Right.
accept them fully. So you have to take your time to do all that. You know, the society tells us, the culture, do like quick, the Facebook, Instagram, and all this culture. Please do old school. Do old school. I'll give you a story in the Bible, of the book of Genesis, about Jacob. Jacob wanted to marry this girl called Leah. They call Leah in Leah. We call it Leah in Africa.
Leah.
And he went to the father, and the father told him, you have to work for a certain number of years, of which he did. He took his time to wait. He was patient to what he wanted. And then during the wedding, they should change him. But he said, no, I wanted this time. This is what I really wanted. Please give me what I wanted. And you say, if you wanted that, you can take another 7 years doing the same thing you are doing. He did the same and he got what he wanted. So it takes time. Take your time. Cool down. Take your time. That's what I'll promise you.
Yes. So definitely do your checks. Yes, you hope that the person will be upfront and honest with you and give you things of their past and say, yeah, I got in trouble, 5 years ago, I was going down a bad path and this happened, that happened. Yes, we hope that, everyone is honest with one another, but sometimes it's not the case, and you should cover yourself and cover your own family, because you have children. And even if you don't have children, cover yourself, to keep yourself from finding out something tragic later on. So, definitely do all your checks, do all your homework.
Yeah, that's a very important thing, because nowadays we are driven by emotions. What we see, we run to it. What somebody did to us, we want a revenge. Remember this: Love is the greatest commandment we were given by God. So we have to stay within the confinement of that, and take our time and submit ourselves to God. And for sure, He promised us. He said these things: "Before you were born, I knew you. I had plans to prosper you, but not to fail you." So if we dwell on that, and if you keep yourself confined to His promises, you will get the best spouse. You will never regret a single day. You will be happy your entire life, because everything you'll be doing, you'll be like resourceful altogether, because relationship is not about me, it's not about her, it's about us.
Mm-hmm.
As we have kid, who my kid is raised in Kenya, and the kids are in America here. So we'll have to take an initiative to blend with the way we are blending ours. We are open. We have a discussion. What I don't like, I'm not gonna spend a night not fussing at my wife and not talking to my wife. I'm gonna tell my wife as it is. That's our relationship, how we've opened it. So if you open your relationship the way we open ours, no matter where you come from, you gonna make it. It's possible. It's 100% possible.
Right. So back to children, when should you introduce kids into this new relationship? So when is the best time?
I think the best time is you have to take your time to introduce kid, because as maybe sometime you might have grown kids, and the grown kids are sensitive, especially girls. They're gonna be sensitive. They're not gonna take that change drastically, and it might give kids depression. You have to take care of mental health of your kids. So you have to do this thing in phases. First of all, first meeting, not in your house, not in your house. No man should go to a woman's house who has kid and sleep there. That's a no-no. First of all, the first meeting has to be in somewhere, maybe a restaurant. Tell the kid first, see how they react. Before you introduce even the kid, you have to see their reaction. Then I know some of them would be curious when you meet them. You should be as calm as possible. Don't yippy words that blah blah blah. Don't ask questions. Just observe, just learn. You have to interact in a systematic way so that they can accept. It takes time. Don't force things.
Right.
It will take even years and whatever. Don't force things.
Don't be
Let
forceful.
them be natural. Let them come naturally. Start liking you, start accepting you. You are the other dad or the other mom. They know the original mother or they have the original father. You have to accept that role. And then as things progress, things will come naturally, and you'll start adapting. They'll start adapting and you start loving, and everything, I'm 100% sure, will be all perfect.
Mm-hmm. Right. So Um, I feel like in our experience, I feel like it was harder for our oldest daughter, who is a teenager. She's 14 now. I think it was a little bit harder for her to embrace a new man coming in, more so than my youngest daughter, who is now 9. She embraced it
She's the best.
very quickly,
She might.
adapted very
Yeah.
well. But just remember that each child, no matter the age, just each child copes differently, um, and they adapt differently. So definitely introduce your kids to a new mate gradually. Don't just throw it on them suddenly. First, let them know that you're back dating. Kind of just let them know. Just put it out there and just kind of say, well, how do y'all feel about that? I'm back dating, and you know, and just see how they feel about it. And then you can definitely move forward from there once you see how they feel, what they've said to you. So you'll definitely know how to move from there.
Yeah, and The only thing I say, times is everything. Time means everything.
Right.
It's not easy, but for blended family like ours, it can be so happy, it can be so joyful to each and every party, to both parents, and
Mm-hmm.
for sure, you have to take your time to make it happen.
Right. Don't get discouraged, because I feel like our oldest daughter, has just now really
Oh yeah, now
started
that
coming
we are
around, and
buddies,
it's
but
been
I didn't,
over a year.
yeah, I didn't even
So,
force. I used to tell my wife we just gonna let her take her time. She'll come aboard. The youngest one was okay.
right.
My son is Kenya. I took time to tell my son, and he's receptive,
Mm-hmm.
of which is a good thing. And now we are planning for him to come over here, and we are hoping everything will be 100% fine. And
Right.
we're putting God first in everything we do. That's our theme. That's our main theme. God first, and we thank Him for all we have come from. In our subsequent videos, we'll give you more detail about us. We're gonna introduce our family to y'all, the blended bias. Very soon we are making a video. We want it to be as perfect as possible. The blended bias edition, who the blended bias are. We are making that video. Keep on watching, keep on subscribing, sharing, comment. Like there's a dude who told us our voice wasn't heard. Now we have a microphone. Maybe if it's not, please tell us. Thank you all for commenting, subscribing to our channel. May God bless you all.